I'm here. I want to do a quick training, and the training is going to be about how to use Facebook and actually build a connection with people who generally want to reach to you, but you probably alienate them with the way you run your business. And I'm going to show you how I've been doing it, how I've been building relationships, not by pushing people, but by attracting people. Remember, we're all about attraction marketing, and it's not about throwing up stuff onto people, but let me show you what I'm talking about. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going to show you how my Facebook wall operates. Basically, a good um, you want a good banner that kind of shows what you're about, right? If it just shows a flower, that's fantastic. Maybe you're an artistic person, but put something. If you're part of an organization, if you're part of a team, if it's your business, do something, right? And then you definitely want to get a good profile picture. Having a picture that doesn't mean anything doesn't help you identify yourself from the crowd. Usually your face is a good identifier. Now, here was a really cool test that I did, and let's look here. This was a couple days ago. Do, do, do. So I did this during lunch. Questions. If you do questions, people really do want to interact with you, right? As long as you're a cool person. Because remember, people do business with people. You want to know and let people know that you're a real person, right? I mean, a real person, right? And so I said, why do people refer to me as Tam when I thought that was my last name? I thought it was pretty funny. This is a good one. I there's a lot of Olympics, and so a lot of things that inspire me are things that go on, obviously. So I was like, well, let me do some games, right? And I think it was in 12 hours we had 105 comments, and this was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning Central Standard Time. So at 3 a.m. we had 105 comments. 3 a.m. not prime time. A lot of times when you do Facebook social marketing, you want to do it during prime time so a lot of people see it. This was done, I feel like, it's kind of like everyone's watching infomercials, but what if you were to put a entertaining show during the dead time? And this is kind of what I wanted to test, is like, can I get people to interact with me during the midnight hours? And why I wanted to do this, these people are probably all business owners, or those who are trying to build a business, or those who are hungry. Generally, those who are unsuccessful probably sleep too much anyways. I mean, if you sleep 10 hours or more, generally, from what I find, you probably don't build a business, or you probably don't make a lot of money. Now, of course, that's neither here nor there. I'm not saying there's a direct correlation, but most people I know don't sleep very much because there's more time for them to be productive, right? But if you're a trust fund baby, hey, sleep 12 hours a day. That's cool. Proud of you. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, what I wanted to touch on was this. A lot of times people ask me, Lawrence, I'm not creative, I'm not a writer, what do I talk about? So this game was about talking about what kind of fruit you're thinking of, and don't repeat it, so it makes you kind of think. If we can have 105 comments about people naming fruit, do you think you'll have enough content to talk about your business, your life, your lifestyle, things that affect your products, your services, how you can help other people? And then once you have that core set, you can then, what I mean by you have your core business right here, but eventually you'll have things outside that relate to it. Maybe be at church, maybe donations, maybe it's sports, maybe it's humor. But everything will start to point back into your business if you allow it. Most people only stay here, right? And this is why I tell people to what? Yeah, think. I don't know if my video's over here. Think outside the box. Outside of the box. So if this is a box, think outside the box, right? It differentiates you among everyone else. Now, there was another one I wanted to show you. Oh, you definitely, if you're building a network marketing business, you definitely want to be able to zone in on successes, hopefully within your own business. Now, if it's not your own business, maybe a sideline business or in the company itself, people are watching. And if they're looking at your Facebook profile and you're supposedly a network marketer that's building a large company and you don't have people winning, people actually making money, people hitting rank, a lot of people in 1 month, and my team did this, okay? If they're not, people are watching and they're like, well, Lawrence's team is doing that, and this person's in another company and they had like one person make 5,000 a month. That's cool, 5,000 a month is good, but it was just one person. It's not about the average person winning. When you understand when the average person wins, the average person wins. Everyone wins. Average person. Okay, understand that. I think there was one more I wanted to touch on. Oh, be human. Be human, right? This is my wife, my lovely wife from high school, and my little baby. Be human. Like, no one wants to see your stuff over and over and over again like you're a robot. You're not the Terminator. Okay? So you want success stories. You want people to post on your group, on tag you. You want interaction. You want to be real. And if you're not real, what's going to happen? You're not going to get people to want to do business with you. Does that kind of make sense? Um, Here's another one. To my night owls, another question. What do you want to do when you grow up? This was, the middle of the night, and I still had 57 people respond. Why do I do that? I want to connect with people who are hungry. Hungry. Not hungry people like, hey, can you give me a handout? Hey, can you build my team? Hey, your wall is yours to control, right? But by all means, respect the people. Don't bash other people. I've been finding that the more positive energy you put out, the more positive energy comes back in. And let me show you a prime example if I can find it. Oh, see, look. Here's another one. Talking about silver. My business isn't involved about silver, but my business is about money, right? So you want educated people who have money to join your business, right? This is the connection. Let me see where I wanted to go. It is down here. It's been a while, I guess. Have real people in your wall. Have dogs too. Robert Mercado. Man, here we go. Here's an example. So I want to show that I'm a real person. Obviously, I am, right? And so one of the things I want to do is teach my kids. This is my daughter, Allie. She's 7, and I've been reading her the Bible. I've been trying to read. I want to read her more of the Bible versus just at night. So I was like, okay, it's 12 o'clock. I don't work. I stay home. Let's just go read the Bible with my girl. So read the Bible, and I'm like, you know what? Dagan actually gave me this book, his copy, and it has his notes and his highlights. And I'm like, well, shoot, I'm gonna read her some sentences, some paragraphs out of this. And I think one of the lines that she put was, my daughter, my 7-year-old daughter, was, people want to be able to feel like they can do something. Because if it feels like they can do it, they'll do it. If it seems out of reach, they'll probably, oh, that's impossible. I can't swim like that, or I'm not that fast. But if it feels more obtainable, they'll do it. So this was a book that I did, and I just basically said what I did for the day. Hey, look, reading my daughter the Bible, reading this book by T.J. Roletter about how to get super rich in a opportunity markets. Took a music class, kung fu, and did some calls. Now check this out. Here's the interesting part. So I had 64 people like this, and a ton of people comment. But here's the interesting comment. Interesting comment came in right here. Right here. TJ loves your picture and will love to talk to you. Email him. He actually emailed me back. We were talking, and I was just explaining, it's all about growing. And do you understand the positive energy I put out? The author of the book came back and replied to me. How awesome is that, right? So instead of these posts about scams or my business is better than yours, or oh man, your product has this, or oh man, you're not gonna last, praise them. Because in the end, everyone wants to make money. If everyone makes money, everyone's happy. Wouldn't you want people to be happy? right? You can't control what they do, what kind of crazy things that they do, but if they're happy and they're producing, and if everyone's making money, our industry will change. All right, put out, more will come back in. All right, the more you understand that, you're just gonna be a happier person running your business. Okay, if you want to learn more about what I'm doing with my businesses and with my team members, I do a variety of things, but just understand my goal is to groom leaders. To groom leaders. Now I can't do that. Obviously, I've recruited like over 1,000 people personally, right? It just doesn't happen that way. So what happens is people have to step up. And so I give homework assignments. So if you were a student of mine and I give you a homework assignment and you don't come back with the homework assignment, I move on to the next student. Obviously, you don't respect my time, you don't respect my teachings, and you didn't even follow the assignment. So that's what it is, right? And at that point, once you start to build up and you start to invest in yourself, this, I believe, is a scalable business where you can physically teach small pockets. And when you teach these small pockets, they grow, and then this is where your residual comes in. This is where duplication comes in. This is how I've been able to duplicate in ViSalus. Took a team of, I think I sponsored 70 people, and that's over 1,300 promoters now and over 1,000 customers. From 60, all right? Let's understand that. I took it from 60 promoters that I personally brought in that turned into 1,300 promoters total and over 1,000 customers. Did this in 6 months. All right, because understanding it's not about helping everybody. You want to give them a foundation, and if they don't respect their own business, you can't drag someone to success. Okay, we'll talk more about it. But if you're looking for leadership, if you want to do business with me and take your business, I don't know what business you're in. I'm not here to recruit you in ViSalus or Empower or whatever else I'm doing. My job is really to inspire those to be bigger, because I know for a fact if we work together, you'll make more money, and in the future we'll have some type of an agreement where we'll do a JV, we'll do a coaching call, whatever it may be. Everything comes back full circle. Trust me. All right. So if there's a link below, go ahead and click it. Look forward to looking at what you're doing and hopefully building your business. I'm going to Costa Rica in a couple of days, masterminding with all 6 and 7 figure earners to step up my game, because the only way you make money in our industry is to increase your value. If your value increases, people want to come to you to learn from you, to buy products and services and coaching and training, and everything else spins off from that. Build up value. It's not about spamming. It's not about just selling junk. Value. Thanks. See you on the other side.